Hey everyone, it's been a long time since I made a threefold video. Welcome to the new bull market. I'm in my new 1,500 foot warehouse here that the bull market did not pay for. Maybe if timing had worked out better, it would have. Um, Today I'm going to show off the new threefold dashboard that launched today on mainnet, and I'm also going to show some potential things, or really just today, one thing that you can deploy on this network that may or may not be profitable. Um, you know how mining is. It's profitable 1 second, the next minute it's not. And I'm not an expert on what I'm going to be showing deployed, something called Qubic, but it's more like I'm just kind of showing you that there are things out here that you can deploy on Threefold and make money while deploying them. The astute and the obsessive miner will know what to deploy because they follow it. If you've already heard about it from your friends or read it, then it's already not profitable, most likely. So I'm going to start out with how to deploy on Threefold and not go super into detail like some previous videos, but go over some more complicated things for things that have changed. So the dashboard is now at dashboard.grid.tf now that it's on mainnet. And if you haven't made an account, you can go ahead and make one. This will be a seed phrase. Your account is linked to your seed phrase, and this password will only be for this browser. So if you move elsewhere, you have to enter your seed phrase again. I already have an account, so let me enter that. Okay, I've imported this account into this browser, and we'll connect. So there are a ton of things to take in on this new dashboard, and I don't know all of them yet, but it's all sorts of powerful features that the previous dashboards or playgrounds lacked. The very first thing you'll have to do, if you haven't already, is fund your account. Threefold is a little confusing in that it trades on 3 chains: Eth, which is just fees and low liquidity for this project, Binance Smart Chain, and Stellar. It operates on its native chain. Here are the contract addresses for Stellar, Ethereum, and Binance Smart Chain. I recommend if you're buying to deploy, you buy on Stellar and swap in Stellar X or Lobster. And I recommend if you're buying to speculate or invest, that you buy on Binance Smart Chain. Now, the dashboard runs on its native chain, which that bridge is kind of automated, nothing to fret about. If you buy on Ethereum or Binance Smart Chain, you'll have to use one of these bridges to do that. So let's say you already have some Stellar tokens, well, TFT on Stellar, I mean. You'll fund your account by clicking in the upper right, and you'll send those TFT to this address. So to fund the account, you'll click on the upper right, and you will see where to send your Stellar TFT tokens to this address. Now, last time I did this, it had a memo line that said Twin ID 20. I don't know why that's missing. I'm going to ask the team what the deal with that is. That might be a bug, that there should be a memo here. If your funds are in the Threefold Connect app, you'll just scan this QR code. It'll grab the memo and address for you automatically. I'll definitely look below. I'll put an update whether there should be a memo for this. Previously, there used to be. When you do this, it'll automatically bridge over to the native chain, and your balance will show up almost immediately. Just hit refresh if it doesn't. Now, there's all these neat things here. Pricing calculator. Node finder if you're looking for something specific, which in the future this will have some more things like CPU, which will be more useful. Dedicated machines. Remember, dedicated machines are half off of the individual VM price. When you grab a dedicated node, it doesn't automatically give you a VM, you reserve it, and when you deploy a VM to that dedicated machine, it automatically gives you that discount. The amount of dedicated machines is somewhat limited because you can only get a machine that has no reservations on it already, and most of them do have reservations. So SSH key. I hope I can share this. I'll blur this out. This is the biggest pain, in my opinion, on using this, because I just always have trouble with SSH keys. So I'm going to show how to do that efficiently. So the steps to set up your SSH are the same for PowerShell in Windows or Linux. You will want to enter SSH-keygen. And if you only have one, go ahead and save it there. We'll overwrite that. And you put in your password. Sometimes you can have issues if it's not password protected. To get your public key, enter this command. Boom. Copy and paste that carefully with no extra spaces or line breaks into here, and save or update your public SSH key. Now, that actually should work. No problemo. So let's get to business. Virtual machines. I don't know what this is still to this day. It's been 2 years. Full virtual machine. Here we go. For mining, there's no reason not to use Ubuntu, unless you're a weirdo and you use Nix. For this demo purpose, I will use a large setup. You can customize to whatever you want. Somebody told me that 4 vCores was good for Qubic. I'll take his word for it. Heck, 2 weeks ago, people were raking in the dough mining on here. Things have changed so much. I don't know if that's still true. Maybe it is. Most important step, add WireGuard access. This is essentially broken as far as I'm aware. I don't think anything supports that, and there are only 1 or 2 farms that use this. And you really shouldn't be mining on those ones anyway. So here's the gravy. Here's the secrets that you won't get elsewhere. A lot of the really good machines on the network are unfortunately DDR3 because they're cheaper. There are high-spec DDR4 servers, commercial servers on the network, but you will have to find them by trial and error. Probably going through the node finder, but also the node finder now is kind of in here as well. Eventually, soonish, the ability to view CPU specs is coming to the node finder, but for now, it's going to be hard. Super secret shortcut here. All the certified nodes are DDR4, and some of those certified nodes are high spec. So if you just want to hop on in, turn certified on. The problem with certified is there's not a lot of them, and they're probably going to fill up if they're not already. So we'll leave this certified automatic. And because we're mining, the response time from the server to you doesn't matter, so you can keep it as all regions. Now let's load nodes and see what we get. Wow, look at all these. Yes. That's probably a Go one. Wow, that's a... so they're all going to be a minimum of 8 cores. So there's actually 8 threads. That should be vCores. Devs fix that to vCores or threads. I think that's proper etiquette. Cloud capacity is weird on how it reports. And it's not just Threefold, it's everybody. Anything with 16 is definitely going to be a very nice server. Not that these 8s are bad. Some of these 8s might be nuke style, which is, depending on what you're mining, can be meh. Some of these 8s, though, are decent. Looks like we're still having a little trouble with the hanging. This did come along. Oh, no, there it goes. Cool. So it looks like the ability to search only certified nodes in the node finder isn't available. So if you're looking for fancier stuff in here, I think you're just going to have to keep scrolling. Maybe they'll add the ability to restrict to certified in node finder soon. So we're just going to grab one. So you see this is $38, right? This is without any discount. Let me show you a little secret, and that's going to make this just a regular rentable VM to something that's super cheap and going to make whatever you want to do in this profitable. Check this out. Depending on how much TFT you have in your dashboard, you can get 60% off of that price. Basically what I do, I just buy a whole bunch of TFT. I throw it in my account, and it's safe there. And if it's enough to run whatever VMs you have for 36 months, you get off 60%. That might stack on the dedicated server fee price. I actually don't know. Try it out and find out. Who knows? Nobody might know the answer to that. I'm not sure how many people have tried. So yeah, 60% off. So this 4 core guy is now going to be only $15 to rent a month. There's a lot of things you could do on there that'll at least pay for that. I don't feel like transferring any funds over because I don't feel like it. So we're gonna deploy. I guess I wasn't quite out of money. The VM did launch. Cool. This little screen pops up and you're done. And it's got all this neat specs, your planetary network IP, blah blah blah. Here's what you want. You want your WireGuard config. So open up WireGuard. I assume you know what that is. We're going to add a new tunnel, empty tunnel. We're going to paste in that config. I'm going to copy my VM name. Boom. We're going to activate that. We're going to copy that WireGuard IP. Okay, I got confused there for a minute. My SSH key was on the other computer, so I had to remote into that. If you're switching between different VMs, you're going to have different WireGuard configs with the same IP, so you have to run... Sorry if this is small. You have to run SSH-keygen flag capital R and then the WireGuard IP address, which is always 10.20.4.2, to remove the old fingerprint. Then you can simply run the login. SSH root at that. Okay, that's the error I was just talking about. So let's do this for real. SSH dash. Okay, for some reason I just had to retry it. No idea. Might have been a problem in the portal due to funding. So if you think that was complicated, it is, but don't blame Threefold. That's just reality. That's just how SSH keys work. If you think this is complicated, you just don't know what you're talking about. If you just want a click and go thing, like some of the providers have that just automatically SSH you in, that's an added feature. And the third party, like a commercial offering, will probably add that. But this is just the nature of the beast. This is nothing new. Cool, we're in. So let's launch up some Qubic. Yeah? I have a working template. It's so hard to find working templates for Intel. So, my understanding is nowadays you want to mine to a whatchamacallit, a pool. So had to app.qubic.li, I think /pool or something like that, and go ahead and sign in. And click show token. I'm not doing anything with this, so whatever. And copy that. I will, this general layout is available on their GitHub. I will include this below on what I'm doing so that you can just copy paste it. I'm just going to copy paste this in. This is directly from the GitHub, except I've put in my own access key instead of theirs. I changed the number of threads to 4. And I find for some reason it's important to start with this accurate to your key. I had trouble changing things afterwards. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second. Let's drop that in there. Hit enter. You can do that all at once. There it goes. Let's change directories into Q. And because Qubic is kind of riddled with bugs, we need to do some changes. So we're going to create a new file in app settings. This overwrites the default. It's just easier to do a new one than edit the old one. It will paste this in. The important parts is that we have threads, our access token, and the two special things. That's kind of hard to find, are the overwrites. You need to set these two to false. So we will paste that in there. Control X, Y, enter. And we are going to restart it. Whoops. Let's check the status. That looks good to me. And let's check out our tail. Okay. This is about what I was getting last week. I don't know why it's hanging. It should be continuing. Averaging about 9 to 10. That's what I was seeing on these certified nodes recently. Before the last epic, I don't know what's happening now. Before the last epic, this was getting like 100, and then they changed it. Okay, it was just acting a little slow. There it went. It was getting like 100, and then it changed. Now it's 10. I know before the algo changed that this was profitable. Maybe it still is. Beats me. Anyways, you can head back over to your portal, and in like 10 minutes it'll show up here. And that's it. There are probably all kinds of really neat things going on the network. I mean, check this out. Between last week and this week, last week was all-time high utilization, 3,200 cores, almost 6%. By the way, that might not seem high. It is the highest in the ecosystem by a long stretch. And now 3,900. So we added like 300 in the course of a week. People ain't running Minecraft in here. They're not running their little fun little WordPress websites. Now people are out here making money, and they're not talking about it, because how all these mining projects get ruined is everyone finds out about it and it goes to hell. I mean, I lost like $2,500 last 2 weeks ago on that RB scam, basically. As soon as everyone hops in, it's over. So there's all kinds of neat stuff going on the DL. Do your research. Find the super secret Telegram chats. You ain't going to hear about it on the big YouTubers. You'll find it on the small YouTubers. By the way, you know who originally had me find this? Check this out. This guy here, Powered by Code. I don't know where he gets all of this stuff so early. But he's on top of things. You might find some things here that you can put on Threefold. So that's it for now. Keep a close eye on the space. Things are happening fast. What a fun and exciting, stressful time. So, yeah. Thanks for watching.